Hello, valued channel members. Today is Monday, which means we have another 5 days, including today, to make some fucking money. I made a video before talking about selling covered calls, and I don't think that anybody is taking advantage of this strategy. So I wanted to show you how much money I've been making selling my covered calls. Now, if you do covered calls the right way, it's a fantastic way to enter a position, a fantastic way to exit a position, and it's also a fantastic way for passive income, almost like a dividend-like play. I use it for a dividend-like play because I'm pretty much all bought up in my positions and I'm just buying a lot of leap options or selling covered call options. So I wanted to show you guys this one more time. This is coming because I was actually speaking to my man Ahmed about this, and I was explaining to him, one of the ways that I'm making passive income on my Palantir shares is selling covered calls against those Palantir shares. Now I'm going to show you guys examples of what I'm doing, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm about to do when the market opens in around an hour and a half, 2 hours from now. The name of the game is I like to sell covered calls, which means I am selling the option for somebody to buy my shares at a later date for a particular strike price. Essentially, you know how you're buying options? Well, now selling options, somebody else is buying those options. This is where those options are coming from. You ever saw a ask bid price, right? And this is like a market maker. Well, this is where it's coming from. Certain people are selling options, covered call options, and certain people are buying call options. And that's how you make a market. One person selling, one person buying. The closer to the exact price today that you're selling your call options, the more premium you will be getting. The further apart it is, the less premium you will get. The closer to the date of today that you're going to be selling your call options, the less premium you're going to get. The further away, the more premium you're going to get. Everybody has a different strategy. I'm going to show you an example in just a moment, so please bear with me. I know this sounds a little weird to you guys if you have never done it before. My personal strategy is I sell 1 week covered call options, which means today is Monday. I will sell them for this Friday. I never go longer than a week. And I sell them approximately 20% above the price right now. So the price right now of Palantir is $16.50. Let's just make it easy. Let's say the price of Palantir was $20. I would be selling covered call options, $20 times 1.2 or 20% of the $20 would be $24. So I would be selling covered call options at $24 for this Friday. The premium that I'm going to collect is only going to be 1 or 2 pennies. And that 1 or 2 pennies is per share. So for every 100 shares that you have, I would be collecting $1 to $2. Now it doesn't sound like a lot, but this is essentially free money. And I do this with a lot of shares. In this specific account, I have around 12,000 shares. So I sell 120 options or call option contracts every single week. And this brings me in a decent amount of money, which I'll show you in just a moment. How you guys play it is up to you. There's also other ways to play this that, let's say, instead of just buying shares outright, you're going to buy shares and sell covered call options on those shares. Because let's say you make 20% or 30% or 40% on your money, you're willing to sell your shares. That's a nice added incentive to buy the shares and make extra money. Also, if you want to exit a position, let's say you're already up 50% or 60% or 70% on your position, you're willing to sell. For example, the price of Palantir is $16.50. You want to do a covered call option and say, hey, if I make $20 on my share, I'm happy because I bought into Palantir when it was $8. So you can sell a covered call option for $20. And if the price hits $20, somebody will buy your shares. The premium that you have, you collect. I'm going to show you this in just a moment. But if you guys want more information, I'm going to leave a link to my last covered call options video. It's a very detailed video, or at least I think it is, and it's going to explain everything in more detail if you need it. This is a fantastic tool, but just remember, nothing is free and somebody can actually buy your shares. So only do this if you are comfortable with selling your shares if the strike price hits. Now, if you have a specific price that you want to sell at, I suggest that you actually do a covered call on a green day. If today is going to be red, I'm going to wait until tomorrow to sell my covered calls because it already had a run up. So the odds are just a little bit more in your favor if you're selling on a green day as opposed to on a red day. This is my public account, the Robinhood account. Thank God we have around $518,000 in this specific account. I want to show you what I'm actually doing. So I want to go into Palantir. So I'm going to go back to Palantir. In this account, I have 12,000 shares of Palantir. If I'm going to go a little bit lower, you're going to see my history right here. One moment. Boom. This is my history. Let me go to see all. As you can see, on July 10th, I had a sell Palantir $18 call option. So the entire last week, I said that if Palantir hits $18, I am willing to sell my shares. And I initiated this on July 10th. It expired on this date right here, the July 14th date, okay? So I sold 120 option contracts. I made 2 cents per share, which comes out to $240. I keep that premium. I don't have to give that back. The premium is paid to you right away. I did not have to sell my shares because the price of Palantir did not hit $18 at the end of the week. The price of Palantir hit around $16.50 off the top of my head. So I made $240 straight up. If I go a little bit lower, on July 7th, I ended up selling $6 worth of covered call options. Basically, I transferred in some more shares. I didn't have that many shares in there. Not a big deal. On July 5th, I sold $103 worth of Palantir call options. On June 27th, I sold $228. That's my premium of covered call options. And they expire June 30th, you see? So I sold for 17. So I keep raising the price that I'm selling my call options for because the price of Palantir goes up. And I try to sell them at 20% out of the money. If you go a little bit lower, on June 20th, I sold a $19.50 call options for June 23rd. So I literally sold a call option for 4 days. And I made myself $800. So on and so forth, and then I have a bunch of other options down below. Now I want to show you how to actually sell these options, but as you can see, I'm making a steady income. Every single week on this account alone, I'm making several $100s, between $200 and $300 on average, sometimes more, not really less, because I'm very scared to take a higher risk because I'm really trying to sell out of the money, so I'm only really making 1 or 2 cents per share. However, as you saw, at one point I made $800 instead of $240. And I was actually selling less contract calls. But the premium I was getting was a lot more. When there's going to be super hype around the stock, you're going to be getting more premium. So as more people want the stock because they're trying to, run it up and make that money, you're going to get more premium. This is what I found, at least. Maybe I'm wrong, but this is my experience. And that's why I was able to make that $800 premium that 1 week in June. If you're going to go to Palantir, now this works with anything, by the way. But if you have stocks like Palantir, like Tesla, like SoFi, like Robinhood, maybe PayPal, I'm not sure, but like hot stocks, things that people really trade, then you're always going to find buyers as you're a seller. Just like vice versa, you're going to have sellers if you're a buyer. So right now, Palantir is at $16.40. So the very, very first thing that I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to figure out what is 20% of $16.40. That is going to be approximately 162 times 2 comes out to $3.25. So I want to be selling covered call options at approximately $20. That's the game right now. I want to be selling at around $20. And just to be 100% clear, since I'm doing a video, let's do this. 16.4 times 1.2. Yep, $19.68. $20 is going to be too high. You're probably going to be selling your covered call options at $19.50 today. Let me show you how it goes. If you have Robinhood, it's so easy. If you need Robinhood, just let me know. I'll give you a link. As a matter of fact, if you don't use Robinhood and you want to use Robinhood, please use my link so I get something out of these videos. I would really appreciate it. Click on the little trade button. When you click on it, click trade options. And then right here, just press covered calls. When you press covered calls, they're going to ask you, what do you want to do? What date? I'm going to do July 21st, as I said. So right now, if I go a little bit higher, this is the 1950 call options right here. So right now, we're actually getting a very, very good premium. As I said before, if this was last week, my premium for selling out of the money, 20%, I would only be getting around a cent or two. But right now, as you see, the premium is 4 cents. So if I click on the 1950 and I want to sell, let's say, I have 12,000 shares. I can sell 120 options, 120. So I would be getting $360. Mind you, right now the bid is 3 cents and the ask is 4 cents. A Robinhood will always put it to the lower end, always to the bid. However, if you're going to end up doing instead of 3 cents, 0.04, you're going to get 4 cents per share, which comes out to $480. The problem is it's probably not going to go through. So if you have it back into the 0.3, let's press review. And all you got to do is press sell. So I'm putting up my collateral of 12,000 shares. I will be getting $360 and I'm selling 120 call options. And they expire on 7/21. If the price does not hit 19.50, it's all Gucci, baby, and I don't have to sell my shares and I just collect my premium. Guys, I'm going to the pool right now to play with my kids. Dad up. I really, really wanted to make this video to explain to you guys the premium that you're collecting, it's yours right away. If the contract does not get executed and the price does not hit 19.50 or whatever strike price you want to do, then you keep those monies. But I want to say one thing. Matter of fact, let me show you one thing. If I'm going to go back and let's say instead of $19.50, let's say I want to do the price at $18, right? Let's say that you think it's going to do 18. All of a sudden, you're making 11 cents. So then if I was selling, let's say 120 contracts, I would be making $1,200 just for my premium. Again, I don't want to do that because I'm not comfortable because Palantir can hit $18. I'm much more comfortable being a scaredy cat, get less premium, but essentially guarantee my wins. You guys can do whatever you want and play around with it. Also, if you do a longer date, you're going to get a much larger premium as well. But I'm not greedy for the amount I'm going to make. The point of this for me is not to sell my shares. The point of this for me is just to collect the premium. That's it. If somebody buys my shares for $20 or $19.50 this week and I happen to lose, it is what it is. I'll rebuy it later on. If you could trade this on a personal account, you could also sell covered call on a retirement account, a SEP, a Roth, any IRA account. And then there's no short-term or long-term capital gains because you're holding it, it's tax deferred until retirement. I hope these things make sense to you. I hope you guys get your $3 value out of this channel for channel membership. I'm going to keep making more and more videos for my channel members as I diminish making videos for my regular YouTubers, subscribers. I'm still going to make content, but as you see, I'm trying to push more content for my channel members. Let me know what other type of content you guys want to see. And if you have questions, please feel free to ask. Not even just about this, about real estate and crypto as well. I know about those things. It's easy for me to talk about because I'm going to give you information that I already know. Thank you and have a great day.